Greetings and welcome to my World of Tanks video. Alright, what I want to do is show you the information of the price of the boxes they have for the holiday 2023 event. Now these come from the World of Tanks PC version in US dollars. So basically, I'm trying to give you the short version. I've seen the video and I've seen the actual stats of the video. And what it boils down to, so you look at these boxes, you see that red bar, it tells you the price, etc., etc. It's like underneath it, the suggested price for that would be $2 a box, which is each box represents essentially a key card. All right, if that helps you. So it would be $2 each. Now the thing is the price of $2 each was the suggested price. The discount price is even less. All right. So if, for example, you look at the 200, if you bought 200 blue cards, they're $1.49 a piece. Well, basically, it's $2.40 for 200 boxes. $240 on the best deal that they offer on blue cards would be 6 packs of 30, which would be 180 of those cards. So when I did the math, the results that guy got from his 200 boxes that I saw him open, he got 116,000, which is roughly the amount that I've seen from, well, let me just give you my own personal experience. You've seen my video where I got 5 tanks and I had 14,000 gold, plus I got a tank for myself, which was the Russian sniper, 122.44. So the best I ever did was 14 grand and a tier 7 tank destroyer, which is roughly equal to what they're doing. You multiply that times 6, so that's 14,000. That's 84,000. Okay, his box was 116,000. That's fully 30,000, 32,000 more than what I got from mine. All right, and I was doing well above average. So realistically, $240 worth of blue cards versus 200 boxes. The boxes are better. You get more stuff. There's tier 5 and below tanks. Now there's Panzer 38H, the best crew training tank in the game. Minecraft crew training videos explains this. There's an M3 light Russian light tank. I already have it. There's a Harry Hopkins. There's a Soviet Su-2-122. It's a double-barreled tank destroyer. It's fantastic. And then there's the Panzerkampfwagen KW-1. So it's a German light tank. So there's those 5, which is tier 5 and below. There's also 5 what you would call ultra premium tanks, which is the M47 Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Italian Vipera, the AMBT, the Chinese BZT, and then the French light tank tier 9. The other 4 are tier 8s. So there's 10 different tanks you can get. The percentage of the tier 5 and below tanks, those were like the wargaming stats say that is like 11%. He got better than that. He got 13%, but that was just his luck. Better than posted average. Happens, whatever happens, happens, okay? I'm not telling you that what he got was average. It probably isn't. He was better than average on some things, worse than others. On the 5 premium tanks, he got 4 of them, and then he got 2 duplicates of ones he already had. So he got 6, but ended up only getting 4, but 2 gold refunds. So that's part of the gold that he got. So he got, he could take one of his refunds and just buy the other one, and it's all good. He would get all 5. There's also 5 new tank skins. One of them that's awesome is for a Super Conqueror. The one that's awesome to me is the one that's for the French 4-shot autoloader or Tier 10 artillery, which I have. But most people will be disappointed with that because they don't have artillery. So that's unfortunate. Me, I'd be disappointed somewhat if I got, the other ones because I don't have those tanks. Whatever. I consider those to be side bargains. When I'm doing this kind of stuff, I only concentrate on gold and tanks. That's where everything is. And to me, everything else is a bonus. So in that regard, like I said, his stats were 116,000 in gold. He got 4 of the premium tanks plus 2 refunds for that. He got all of the lower 5 tanks and tons of refunds on those. That's why his gold is so high. So who knows? His average on his per box gold was over 500 gold per box. Now, these are guaranteed 250, all right? And this is the thing you have to understand. Blue cards guarantee you 150. And those are, the price for those, the cheapest price per card in volume is $1.33 for a card, blue card. You have to buy 30 for $40. That's how you get that price. The cheapest price per card in the 200 is 240 divided by 200 is $1.20. Yes. Right? Yeah, 40 over that is 4 over 20 is 1. Yeah, $1.20. So, they cost a little bit less than the blue cards, but each of these boxes is a minimum of 250 gold, which is more than the blue cards. So, if you ever bought blue cards, and I have, these are a better deal than blue cards. And from what I physically saw, you're going to get more stuff to a degree, but now you're not going to get. They do have days of premium. They do have some, I believe, if I'm correct, there were boosters, vehicle boosters, etc. Didn't see much of the other stuff. I don't remember seeing free experience. I'm not saying it isn't in there, but I only really concern myself with the gold primarily and the tanks primarily. Everything else to me is a bonus. So a temporary bonus. So I thought these were a really good bargain. Whatever price point fits your bill. If you can only afford $50 because that's, use your own limit. Set your limit and then don't go over the limit. All right? $50 will get you 28 boxes. Now, they have a guarantee that if you bought, for example, 50 boxes, if you didn't get a premium tank on the first 49, on the 50th one, you're going to get one that you don't have. That was one of the things that's really awesome. So like the 80 pack is guaranteed one of those super tanks. The 200 pack is essentially guaranteeing you 4. You open the purple box, you got nothing. The 50th one, you get one. You do the red box, the same thing. On the 50th one of each of the 4 boxes, you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 of the super tanks. The odds are that guy got 6. 4 of the tanks, 2 of them are refunds. So the odds are 4 to 6 is probably the center of the statistical curve, the bell curve. It's going to be, 5 is probably, it might be 4.8 or whatever it is. The stats were, the stats from Wargaming is at 2.5% ballpark, which was 2.5% of 200 is 5. Statistically, you're going to get 5 of the super tanks in a 200. I'm just saying what they tell you. Okay. His stats, he got a little better on the tanks than their stats said that he would do. So you take that for what it is. He did not get, in my opinion, a typical result. I thought he did better on tanks, which his numbers said it, on low tanks and high tanks. He did a little better on the gold too. So his results were a little high, but when you compare them apples to apples, these actual boxes are better than blue cards, and I'm a fan of the blue cards, I'm telling you. So that's the deal. It was funny, I was doing this video earlier, and I forgot and paused it and then unpaused it incorrectly, and so a lot of it disappeared. I'm like, you idiot, I got to do it again. So this is the redo, but it's funny. So the thing that I was, realized was that this will give you, imagine this. This is the 200 boxes is a year to me, a year's supply. That's more than you need, really. For most people, you have to make your own mind. You got to make up your own mind. Listen to what other people say, like I have, but I'm giving you only information that you must process for yourself. Because one of the things you have to do is you have to take into account your budget for this, what you have, what you want, and then the most important thing is fun. You can't put a price on fun. Well, actually you can. For 200 boxes of fun, it's $240. Okay? Now that is a joke, but realistically, let me explain this to you. I bought the G.I. Joe Armadillo for 11,000, I think it was 320 gold. The most expensive tank that I ever bought. All right? It's awesome. I analyzed it. I go, yeah, this looks like it's what I want and whatever. And it is super fun to me. Doesn't have to be fun to you. It's fun to me, and it was worth every penny. So if there is a tank that's really awesome that you really, have, been watching and you want it, if it's going to be fun for you, that is the thing that makes it worthy of purchase. It could be very expensive. But if you enjoy it, that is the thing that pushes it over the edge of, well, should I buy it? Should I not buy it? Or you're going to enjoy it as much as I enjoy my Armadillo. In fact, I did a daily double today in my Armadillo. I played Armadillo the first game, MVP. Now, it just happened. It's just, one of the things that happened. I'm not telling you anything beyond that. I enjoy that tank. So, in the Armadillo, every time I play Armadillo, I'm a legitimate contender for MVP. You enjoy something, you do better. If you hate it, you do worse. I'm a really good light tank player. I love the Armadillo. I hated the Tier 8 Walker Bulldog. That thing was so fidgety. And I try to turn it. It's over. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I hate it. I got rid of it as soon as I got my next one. Got the Tier 9, threw that thing in the trash, never to be touched again. Gone. Give me the refund. So they, gave me a partial refund on that, and I used it to buy the other one. The Armadillo is phenomenal. That's the thing. I enjoy the Armadillo. So the fun factor is huge. Don't buy something because somebody told you it was good. You have got to go, you know what? I've done the research. I've seen the videos. This does what I expect it to do. You have to go through it and make sure that it's the fit for you. Okay? Don't let somebody else tell you, hey, that tank is really good. My friend's like, oh, man, he got this awesome medium tank. I'm like, yeah, well, good luck with that. It's fantastic. He knows I don't care about medium tanks because the number of times I've got MVP in a medium is not good. It doesn't happen very often, okay? It's not my cup of tea, as Austin Powers would say. I'm a light tank guy. That's my cup of tea. And I know guys who are terrible at light tanks, and they don't play light tanks. They hate them. It's just not them. And then I go, yeah, that's the whole point. That's why I run that, and you run that heavy tank, and we're like brothers, okay? So he gets to do what he wants, I get to do what I want, and we're both awesome at it. And we had fun. It was cool. So that's the thing. The fun factor, you really can't put a price on it. If you get a tank that you really, really, really like the Armadillo, it's worth it. It was worth it. I'm glad that I, spent 11,000, plus. Slap my own face for doing that. That's the only time I'm doing that. I'm not buying any more 11,000 gold tanks. It ain't happening. I got my Armadillo. I'm good. My friend was like, man, the Armadillo is awesome. He bought the Wolverine. G.I. Joe Wolverine, which is awesome. I saw this guy play it, and the guy was just magnificent. I'm like, man, that's awesome. And I said, no, I'm not buying a Wolverine. And I told him, you don't need to buy the Armadillo because then you have two expensive tanks, and then you look like an idiot because you can only play one at a time. All right? Pick one, go for it, don't look back. So I got Armadillo. I was like, yeah, that Wolverine's awesome and everything, but to be honest, I don't want to be sitting there playing that tank a lot because I spent a lot of money on it. You play it because you want to play it, not because you feel like you have to play it because you were stupid and spent too much on it, and so you need to play it more. That's the thing. So I get bargains for that reason. You know, I get a bargain tank. You know, I'm like, I play it some and I don't play it, and it doesn't bother me. So that's the thing. Set your own rules. Follow your own rules. And have those rules set up to lead you to more fun, and it's all good. So if you want to buy 12 by 12, 28 by 28, you want to buy 80 by 80, you want to buy 200 by 200, if you want to buy 0 by 0, do whatever floats your boat, okay? Don't take orders from somebody else. Don't buy this because they'll think you're cool. I don't care if you're cool. I care if you're happy and good. Because if you're happy, you're going to be better than if you're not happy. That's just a fact, dude. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't want people in a tank that they think that they have to run because it's not fun. There was some idiot I played with, and he was on my team, and he was like, oh, well, this is terrible. I'm out. He just went and basically killed himself, kamikaze style, because he didn't get a good matchup in the game. And I'm like, you're an idiot. Okay? That guy was an idiot. Like, if you're not there to have fun in that tank, you need to reassess your priorities, okay? Now, I run some tanks sometimes that I'd rather not be running for part of an op, and that's business, okay? That's business. Business is business, and fun is fun. Do what is the most fun for you. Now, I put up with the business is business part. I got to run some goofy stuff maybe for an operation. Okay, but it's temporary. I don't have to run it all day, which is why I told my friend is doing the chisel. He's about 40% through. I told him, yeah, I'm doing chisel too. He goes, oh, really? I go, yeah, I'm going to do it right through stage 5. I'm going to complete stage 5, get those 3 days of premium, and I'm out of here. He goes, you're a jerk. Because he's still stuck in chisel prison and I'm free. I just went there for the 3 days of premium, get the heck out of there, got him today, I'm out. You know, I don't want to run the chisel 6, 7, and 8. To me, it is prison. I'm not going to prison. I don't care about a tier 10 medium tank. I mean, I do care, but I don't care enough to do that. I don't care enough to run through the line of mediums to get it. I don't want it. If I got it for dirt cheap in the store, I'll take it. In the next season, we're going to get a tier 10 Russian heavy tank. I don't really want a tier 10 heavy tank, but they're going to give it to me for free if I complete the season. Deal. We shake on it. Fantastic. Okay, I'm good with that. That's a bargain tank. I'll take the bargain. The bargain tier 10s, I'll take it. I'll have free amount of fun playing it a couple of times or 3 or 4 times or whatever. I mean, I do play those tanks from time to time. I like the Icebreaker. I play it once or twice a week, maybe, you know, just for goofing around. Or if it's in a operation like contract, or if I was needed to do daily doubles to generate free experience, which I did to buy my equalizer artillery. I needed to generate free experience, and I generated a lot when I won the match in the Icebreaker. So I like the Icebreaker. It's great. It's slower than dirt, and it turns slower than dirt. But it's a fun, cool-looking tank. But I don't want to play that thing 8 times in a row. It's not that good to me. Other people are just enthralled with it, and that's awesome. We all love ice cream. We all love a different favorite flavor, and that's what this game is about. Play what makes it fun for you, not what makes it unfun. Which really isn't a word, but you know what I mean. So you got to have fun. If you're not having fun, go somewhere else and have fun. Don't be like the idiot who was running the stupid tank and, they shoved him. He was a tier 5 heavy and they shoved him in a 7 match, which is terrible. But had I said, look, dude, you can just stay back and guard artillery. That was me. I'm artillery. Okay. No, I'm not going to do it. He was an idiot. Okay. He was not there for fun and he wasn't there for business. Because if I'm in his position and I'm getting reamed by being shoved into a match 2 tiers above me, I'm going to try and help my team. If guarding artillery is all I can do, then brother, you better believe that's what I'm doing. It may not be fun, at least for that match, okay? I'm there for business. I'm running the op or whatever it is. I'm in that for business. And when the business is over, gone, I'm out, I'm going to go back to fun. I'll go run, I needed to make money to make equipment on a couple of tanks. And so that's why I was running daily doubles. And I got my midget, light tanks, the Scorpion 90, the Armadillo, the Scorpion 101, the Scimitar 107, the RDF LT, and the TCM, Teledyne AGS light tank sniper. I ran those for money, but I enjoy those tanks, so it was no problem running them until I needed enough money. Yesterday I ran 20 missions of the AGS, and I made about $2 million ballpark. I had a couple of games where I was well over 250,000. So I had some great games and some that weren't great, okay? But I enjoy that. So I can do that, no problem. I can drop 20 of those in a row without any trouble and no hesitation. I enjoy that tank. And if you're not enjoying it, that would stink. Yeah, I do like the Icebreaker, but I ain't playing it 20 in a row because I won't like that. And I know I won't like it. So I don't want to make it a chore or a job. I want it to be fun. Now, operations slightly different, contract slightly different. Okay. That's business. I did the big top contract and I had to run a lot of medium and heavy tanks in the big top contract. That was business. So I ran daily doubles only and I stopped. I didn't, just continue pushing because it makes it unfun. Once I got those daily doubles done, free to do whatever I want, okay? So I got the, business first, then became pleasure, okay? So you finish the day feeling good. That's why you do business before pleasure, because you get the garbage out of the way. And then you had to do the fun stuff, and it's like, oh, man, it's awesome. So it's just mental structure. So do what makes you happy. It pays you back in ways you don't anticipate. I have a good life because I live this life with fun is a big part of my life. So that's the thing. I give you information here. Hopefully this helps you out. It'll give you more than a week to think about this. I'm not sure myself, but I'm leaning towards if things go my way, I'd buy the 200 boxes because it's a year's worth of gold and then some to me. I mean, I could buy a lot of bargains, a lot of the weekly sales if I wanted to. Every week I look at weekly sales, go, don't need it. Oh, that's awesome. I'll take it. When the tier 2s came up, I bought all the tier 2s they had, including the combat cars, for like 4,300 or whatever it was. I already had the RetroArch. That was the only one I had. The rest I didn't have, bought them all. So jumped on the bargains when they were there. Just that simple. I don't spend high dollar once. I did. And then I bought that bargain half price for the AGS and the RDF LT. That was 13,600. But it was half price. I had to buy them because I've been wanting those for a long time. And they're really good. And the AGS is phenomenal. It's right up there with the Armadillo. It's in my top rotation of fun tanks to play. Oh, and it makes a ton of money. Both of those make a ton of silver. Okay, it's score for me. I'm just telling you, I scored. So the fun factor is the X factor that you have to consider. If you can get something that you like to run for a bargain price, man, you can't beat that. So don't let somebody else tell you what to do. You figure it out. You got a brain, use it. Now, I got to remind you, boxes like this are like the cards. It's gambling. And you can become addicted very quickly and easily. So you've got to set yourself a limit and then don't deviate. Mental discipline. So anyway, hopefully this helped you out. Give you some information, heads up. Like I said, this information could change on the actual thing. It shouldn't, and it probably won't, but it could change. I don't know for sure if this is going to stay the same. I assume it will, but just be aware that it could change. And so it's not my fault. I'm just giving you I report what is in front of us, okay? This isn't my creation. This is the Wargaming right there. World Tanks large boxes. This is on the PC version. If our prices are different, well, then you have to rethink it. But if it's the same, I've just helped you out, giving you a week in advance to look at this so you can make a decision informed and to your best interest. And hopefully you'll have a lot of fun like I do. So hopefully this is a great video for you, that you enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking around. Please like it, subscribe, tell your friends. And dude, we're going to have an awesome Christmas season in World Tanks. I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome. There's more great stuff. I have other videos. Check them out. So thanks again. I'll see you guys in the next one.